Live.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now time to get the camera into a state.
Into a state of existence.
Mm-hmm. More playing around with it, but I think I've got a good, maybe a good thing going. Okay, if I have the armature out like this, I get an extra like 2 inches.
Ah.
So I got a little more elbow room. Ooh, that'll be nice.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I saw on the old Discord.
Ah.
Saw that little model.
Mm-hmm.
These are some very little models.
Mm-hmm.
They look great, though. I mean,
yeah.
holy, jeez, Louise.
Mm-hmm. Who's Louise?
I don't know, but jeez.
Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do I have the things I need? Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
Jeez, it is a very sing-songy kind of day, isn't it? Even more than usual.
All right. Brett S. Hello. Dr. Drokel, is the gold done in non-metallic metal? The symbol on the chest looks really nice. Yes, I am trying some non-metallic metal gold on this model.
I'm painted in non-metallic metal.
Hmm. I think, and oop, oh wow. Okay, no, I think I can make this work. I want to try to wear the eyes tonight. The only thing is I need to read the chat with my real eyes. I can't be looking through the magnifiers at my computer. Here, can I make this text any bigger?
You probably can.
Yeah, I can. There we go. Nerd. There we go. Okay,
Yeah,
I gotta
what a
get used.
loser.
I gotta do the old bifocal. Gotta look down for down for zoom in, up for chat. Travelers, whoa! Look at Jay with the fancy specs.
Mm-hmm.
Get magnifiers so you can flip up to read the chat. I don't want to be flipping though. I just want I'll flip my eyes.
Flip the old eyes.
Here, let me play around. I think I might take the batteries out because I don't think that light's doing anything and it's a little heavy.
Greg Durpin, oh my god, Jay.
There we go.
I mean, I've never seen a hotter gent in my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure a lot of people are jealous right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say, one hand on painting minis, the other hand on something else.
Mm-hmm. Here, just for the hell of it, let me try a couple of different lenses.
Ah, yes. You have a wide assortment.
Dr. Drokel, just once, let me look on chat with my own eyes. Yeah. Good old Darth Vader.
Bruh.
Okay, so this should be very extreme magnification.
Mm-hmm. Have you painted with those at all yet?
Nope. Okay, that's too much. Unless maybe can I get them? Ooh,
They're trippy.
they are trippy.
Mhm.
Okay, I can't have that because then I can't see.
Was it like 4 or 5 different magnifier?
The big boy ones might be too big for me though.
Mm.
For us, I'm wearing mine too. All the cool kids wear magnifiers.
Yeah.
Zergalurga ding dong. Hello, Eons and Nick. A question is more hard painting metal figures rather than resin ones. It depends. A lot of metal figures are older, and older figures are just a little bit trickier to paint in general, just because you kind of have to do a little bit of inventing while you're painting. Resin can be modern or old. So, I think I prefer painting resin. If you have a big enough metal model, you might even have to worry about like hand fatigue.
Yeah.
Just because it's physically heavy.
That's something people don't normally think about.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'll try these.
Mm-hmm. Is that a
Wow.
medium magnification?
Yeah, it's the middle one. It is... Here, it tells me on the packaging. 2.5.
2.5.
Ooh, I want to look at my new Malifaux models under this. Oh yeah, I think this will do something for me.
Share them with the class.
I'm trying. Am I not under the light? Or
No,
under
I
the-
mean, I don't know. I'm 20 seconds
okay.
behind you.
Yeah. Yes, it's Luke. Look at these nerds painting tiny space nerd models. Just kidding. Glad I caught the stream early. Yeah, good to have you. Yes, it's Luke. We're going long tonight.
We are going long.
Greg Turpin. Nick worries about wrist fatigue. Oh.
And you're not wrong.
Dr. Drokel, are those the Rare Games Workshop Citadel trademark patent pending birth control goggles? I believe they are.
Then you know what? They do the trick.
Mm-hmm.
Roll up to the club wearing those.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody will talk to you.
I think I was more comfortable with the 2 or with the 1.8 instead of the 2.5. So and then maybe if I get used to the 1.8, I can upgrade.
Perfect. Hey, Christian Kutsi.
Christian Kitsy. They work well. I have the exact same thing. It's interesting. The lenses are like beautiful. They're nice glass, perfect. And then the head apparatus is kind of jank.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the way you want it to be, though.
Yeah.
If you had to choose which is good.
Mm-hmm. All right.
The glass is all messed up.
Oh yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect.
And you look great. I mean, man.
Christian Kitsy. Just remember though, hashtag size matters. Dart players. Do you have the batteries on for the light bits on the glasses? I took them out because I feel like they were just adding weight and the lights weren't doing anything.
That's true. I mean, you're surrounded by light.
I am completely blasted.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Jogo. How much are they? Where get? These are Nick's actually.
Yeah, they are. I bought them a while. I bought them on Amazon. I don't remember. I don't remember how much they were though.
Could you ballpark it?
Nope. I have zero idea.
50?
Probably no, $20 something.
$20? Okay.
But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I paid $100 million for him.
It was probably that.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? It's hard. It's really hard to think about because because as soon as it's magnified, it's like, yeah, that's normal looking now. But it is. I am seeing much more.
You're seeing
brand.
2.5 times more. Here, I'll find it.
Yeah.
I'll send you an Eons of Battle Amazon link.
Yoctosun, Yoctosun.
No, then they'll find it by themselves.
Ah. Yeah. Send them the real link. Yeah, it won't work unless you buy them through this link that we're sending. Okay. Gotta paint.
I was almost right. 19 buccarinos.
Here, you know what? I am going to work on the non-metallic metal for these eagle heads. So I need, I think, chocolate brown, leather brown, and P3 Heartfire are my basis. And then I'm going to be using whites.
Joey Flores. Nick, why is the link asking for my social security? Is this normal?
Just put it in.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Just put the link in. Oh. Exactly.
Has anybody ever had it happen? Here, let me try to clean this off and show you guys. So this is a dropper bottle, and a split has formed down this right in the like the applicator nozzle.
Oh wow, that is odd.
This has happened to a couple of my paints. I don't know if I'm just too aggressive with clearing jams, or if this is just kind of a thing that happens. I mean, it's not really. It still functions, but it's a little annoying.
I would say it's too aggressive. Also, I'm just watching you play with it with your nail. It's a little too seductive for me.
Dark Avenger 3510. Yes, I've had that happen as well. Brett S. Happened to one of my army painter paints. Dr. Joke. Games Workshop should buy up a bunch of those glasses, slap the Aquila sticker on them, and sell them for only $169.99. I think that'd be nice and conservative price for them.
Yeah. Nice cheap price. It looks like a lot of people have that same issue. I haven't had that. I had a Vallejo paints. The dropper part just got all messed up and it basically evaporated. It's kind of odd. Like it broke off.
All right. Slid my lenses into place. What do you guys think of the new Death Card Codex? Love it. Unless it sucks, then I hate it. I have no idea. Did they just get a codex? I thought this week the Slaneshi stuff came out for Age of Sigmar. Also, I don't know if anybody else looks at the Games Workshop web store as much as I do, but I feel like Games Workshop has sneakily raised the price of all of the Primaris Space Marines overnight. Because the new Assault Intercessors dropped, and they dropped at $60, which is kind of insane. And as of today, or I don't know if as of today, but I'm pretty sure either today or within the last few days, all other Primaris infantry changed from $50 to $60.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Because sometimes they announce when they're doing a price changes, but I've seen no evidence of them saying that they're going to be raising any prices.
The Death Card Codex was weeks ago.
DANK, dank, DF. Dr. Trokel. Jay, I think when you said sneakily, you meant brazenly. Well, it is brazenly and it is sneakily. If they often will say the price is rising, but then just do it without saying it, there's a bit of a sneak. It's like when Swiper sneaks up on Dora. It's about that level of sneak.
Mm-hmm.
What does Swiper want? Like, does he want to steal the Dora?
I mean, I think he's a creep.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I did not grow up with Dora the Explorer.
Yeah. Is it like a Jared Fogle situation, or?
My God.
Oops! I almost thought this was a patron-only stream for a second.
And that's the kind of content that you can get if you want to join our Patreon.
Mm-hmm. Aquino Quinones. The price change during the pandemic, people were mildly pissed at. Mon de Ture, howdy y'all.
Howdy y'all.
Dark Avenger 3510. My house was compromised. I am now living out of my Bale Predator. Dank DF. This is so chill right now. I'm watching this high. Yeah,
perfect.
Dog.
And that's kind of the vibe. That's what we're going for.
Yeah.
Yeah, you what you do is you watch the stream and you get high.
And
that's it. Do not watch this sober. It's not worth it. Not a good idea.
Dr. Shokel, don't fall asleep around Swiper. Oh my God, Swiper, no swiping.
Yeah, and you don't know what he's swiping.
TK Studio Prince. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
All right, I need to look at my reference material again for non-metallic metal.
Craig Turpin, watch stream, get high, listen to JB wrong about Star Wars.
Yeah, all day, every day. That's all I do is be wrong about Star Wars.
Nailed it.
Okay. All right, so according to Zumakito, I think he said to pick out your brights and then pick out your darks and then blend them together.
You should reach out to him for private lessons.
Yeah.
We should have a video where he teaches you how to paint non-metallic metals.
And then
at the end,
and the video ends with unteachable.
Yeah. Just like he'll never learn.
No, we'll recreate that moment from Empire Strikes Back when Yoda brings the X-wing out of the swamp, and then Luke says, "I don't believe it," and then Yoda says, "That is why you fail." We'll do some fancy like Lord of the Rings editing to make Zumakito the size of Yoda. There's some crazy cool behind the scenes of how they made Sir Ian McKellen like giant compared to the hobbits. And it's like there's this one scene where they're chit-chatting at a table, and they built two halves of this table, both of them at different sizes and scales, and then they filmed the camera. And I want to see all the camera was on a dolly and the tables were on a dolly, so that they would move with the orientation of the camera to pull off that one of them was so much bigger than the other.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's glorious. Tank. Watching you lovely Umis while high doubles the effect, and it took me way too long to write this.
Perfect.
Joey Flores. Then do an oil wash and then finger paint the highlights. Did everyone watch Ninjan's finger painting video? Because it was pretty awesome. Dr. Droke. Yeah, the forced perspective technique they used in Lord of the Ring was insane. Alright, well.
And I'm done.
Speaking of dead, do you want to talk about how I creamed you at Kill Team today?
Oh, yeah. And by creamed, you mean I won again?
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We should have done a poll.
Oh, we should have. Next week we'll do a poll.
Yeah, next week. Next week we'll have to do a poll. Yeah, it was what was the mission? It was
It was take prisoners.
Yeah, take prisoners.
Which I wish Xenoobs was here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is an interesting mission.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically you get a victory point if you are at 1 inch, right? It's 1 inch away and kill the person.
Yeah, you have to kill the enemy in combat within 1 inch.
Yeah, exactly. And if you kill that person in combat, then you get a victory point.
Yeah.
And then the leader is 3 victory points.
Mm-hmm.
And that is how I won.
Mm-hmm. It was. We were neck and neck.
And
then Nick killed the leader, which tripled his score.
Yep, exactly. Because I famously have my little Gretchen leader.
Mm-hmm.
And he was tucked all the way into a corner.
Yeah, it would have been crazy hard for me to get there.
Yep. But the game kind of ended at the right time because I also was broken.
Mm-hmm.
So I just couldn't move any of my guys.
Yeah. And my Space Marines, they're not particularly good at close combat, and there's not very many of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little bit of an uphill battle. I tried to kill off enough orcs that I could probably handle close combat, because my fear was like, well, if I'm in combat with a few orcs, I just lose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I'm in combat with one orc, it's like a 50-50.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was fun though.
I like the game. It was still pretty close.
It was still close. I mean, it's like one of those things. Like I feel like 40k isn't that close a lot of the time.
Yeah.
One person's having a lot of fun, and the other person's like, okay. Where there was a time, like when we just started, I'm like, geez, I'm gonna be a little aggressive, I think, and I don't know if this is the smart move.
I read a couple of articles from Goonhammer about Kill Team, and they seem to think, and actually Goonhammer is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've read a lot of Goonhammer, but they have some great articles, and they seem to think that the missions in the original Kill Team book are a little bit poopy, and there are some better ones out now.
Like are these ones made by Games Workshop or some? other random people, or?
I don't know yet. They kept talking about like ITC tournament rules, which I don't know what that is. Dank DF tried Kill Team about a week ago, and it was fun. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's really, really neat. I can't wait to maybe get a couple more units into my Kill Team so I can really take advantage of the roster mechanics. And also seems like flamers are the way to go if you can bring them.
Oh, yeah.
Auto hitting is insane.
Oh, my God. I mean, that's why I got some flamers in there.
Mm-hmm. Orcs are, but orcs. The tricky thing with orcs, like, they're so good in combat, and they have access to some really crazy good weapons, but they have just no save.
No save.
They just die.
Yeah.
It's so easy for them to die.
I feel like I don't know, and I'll have to experiment with my breakdown between commandos and boys. I feel like I have a pretty good ratio, though.
It does. Those commandos are poopy. It seems like, because this game, you rushed out with 2 commandos, and then I was just like, hell yes, open fire on them, and it's like, oh, yeah, you're, even though you're like within half range and everything is optimal, it's, yeah, you're hitting on 6s.
Yeah.
Because commandos.
I was hiding them.
Rieger has a question about subassemblies. Did I miss? Rieger. Yeah. Do you ever run into the problem of too many subassemblies? Absolutely. I try to keep subassemblies to a minimum. Actually, I have a good model to show this off.
We're in luck.
Yeah. I'm knocking stuff over. Alright, so this is a Plague Marine I'm working on, and I have him in 2 assemblies. I have his entire gun, and then him. And I could have made like the gun separate, the backpack separate, the head separate, and this little nurgling separate. But I think, I don't know, for me, it boils down to like, can I feasibly reach it with a brush as is? How much time will it add? Because when you have sub-assemblies, you're kind of adding time. It's a little bit like a 3D printer. Like if you're printing 2 things, and on your print bed you have them further apart, it makes the print take way longer because the print head has to travel between the 2 spots. And so a little bit of the same thing happens with painting. You have to put down one piece and then pick up another piece. And you're losing a little bit of time because what, you're going to do that 150 times in a painting session? So I like to keep my sub-assemblies to like the absolute minimum. 2, maybe 3 if I really want to do a good job on like the head. But yeah. This guy's in sub-assemblies, backpack, and the rest of them. Oh my goodness, you guys are chatting so much. Stop having fun! Christian Kidzy. Can't decide if I want to do my current squad of Hellblasters with the extra Mucho Edge highlight like I had on the Incursors. I could post the Incursors for perspective in Discord. I mean, with edge highlighting, I don't do like the GW thing where you edge highlight every edge. I usually edge highlight the top edges. So like 25% of the edges I edge highlight. I just try to find the important edges. Dank DF. I play Necrons, and they're way too strong in Kill Team. I'm going to have to start playing Necrons. Ranger. Usually, I run into the issue of models with rifles and big guns. Yeah, so you might want to paint the gun separate.
Perfect. Yeah, really squeeze it out.
Happy Heretic. I see Jay's jumping on the Death Guard bandwagon. I know everyone's painting Death Guard because they're super fun. And I totally got suckered in by the blind bag thing. Totally got suckered. It's so much fun.
I mean, you like a good blind bag.
I do love a good blind bag.
Just in general.
The Spaz Tech. You know, a pair of those goggles, did you know that they also function as birth control devices? TK3D prints. About my 3D printing example. Not if you use a resin printer. That is true, because it prints all layers at the same time.
I wonder how many people can make the birth control joke.
Rhaegar. It's also frustrating when it doesn't look how it's going to when it's fully assembled. That is true. What I try to do is like with this gun, there's a paper clip going up and then it goes to the left. It goes on a 90-degree angle, and so the gun and the backpack are in the exact same orientation as the model holds them. So that way I'll just kind of naturally, like, my lighting will be correct as I paint it on between the two pieces. Sometimes if you just have like the gun loose, you might accidentally like over highlight the bottom of it or the underneath of the backpack. But if it's hanging in the same way that the model is, you're more likely to be consistent across both pieces.
So the angle of your dangle.
The angle of the dangle is very important.
Good thing to know.
TK's to the Prince, remember folks to hit that thumbs up or down and show some love to the channel. They also have a Discord channel on the Patreon. Nick is naked wearing a Wookiee mask. All the details are in the stream info.
Nailed it.
Thanks heading out. Good night.
Good night indeed.
Joy Flores. I agree with the one friend you mentioned a while back when it comes to blind bags card packs. I want to get what I want and not leave it to chance, but instead of opening the packs, I just avoid them.
Nah, just open them.
Just open them.
That's what she would say.
Don't hide it or anything.
No, and then you go through the self checkout. Nobody cares.
It's true.
Or go through the normal checkout and be like, yeah, some asshole opened all these. How rude.
All right, so far I think I am loving these glasses. And I'm gonna do a lot of painting tomorrow, and so I'm gonna put them through the paces, through the ringer, through the rinse, the spin cycle.
So then, like the next day, you won't be able to see.
Yeah.
Everything will be too far away for you.
Dr. Drokel, are you gonna do non-metallic metal on his back scratches also? His power claws? I don't know what I'll do with the power claws yet. I'll do some sort of a power effect, but there's not really a lot of consistency between how like Games Workshop paints lightning claws, because it never really looks amazing. Because sometimes like if you make them glowing, sometimes it kind of looks like he just has like pink sword fingers, or yellow sword fingers, or blue sword fingers. It's tricky. There's no real thing in like life to draw inspiration from for power claws. Ooh, you know what I would love to paint, or try to paint at least, is a lightsaber. Get a Star Wars Legion model. Seen a lot of different tries. Because the thing with a lightsaber is really the tube is like white, and then the color surrounds the tube. Protest. The glasses are the single thing that improved my painting the most. Ooh, fancy. I hope they improve my painting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you suck now.
Happy Heretic. Happy Heretic. Draw inspiration from Wolverine. Ooh, speaking of Wolverine, everybody see the movie Logan? Holy moly, if that's not the best superhero movie ever made. Holy moly. It is so gorgeous and so amazing. And it actually draws upon all of the previous X-Men movies, good or bad. It really is like it's like a love letter to the audience who have followed this character in this series through all the goods and the bads. God, it's just such an amazing, incredible movie. Dr. Joke. I wonder if anybody has recorded the weight of the different 40k blind boxes. People used to do that with magic booster packs to know which ones had foil inside. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Well, aren't they going to kind of get a little fishy with you in the store, though, with like your micrometer scale and... Mondature. Logan is like the best Marvel movie. It is the best Marvel movie. It is so unbelievably good. Did you watch the black and white version of Logan? I did not know there was a hipster version of Logan. I owned the black and white version of Mad Max. Because apparently that's the version George Miller likes.
Hipster.
Mm-hmm.
You were right before.
I feel like, though, like Logan, I feel like works in color because it's a little bit more of a straightforward movie. I love it though. And it's not about like Logan doesn't have to save the world or anything. It's so good. I remember my little sister is named Laura, and the mutant in that movie X-23 is named Laura, and so that was fun. Christian Kudzi, such a good Marvel movie. In fact, that it isn't a Marvel movie. It was made by Sony. Ah. Yeah. Oh my lord, it's an incredible movie. And it really shows like the what Wolverine does, like slice people with his claws. It's not really cool and heroic. It's just kind of violent and a little bit sad. Like, it's so amazing. And then when Logan dies, but he figured it out. He figured out what life was about in all of his years of existence because he's the Wolverine.
And now I know that. Thanks.
Oh, you're gonna watch a movie. Happy Heretic? Yeah, Logan was by Fox, which means Disney now owns it. Sony owns Spider-Man, and if I recall, X-Men and Fant Four Stick. Fant Four Stick. What a movie. You know what, though? Movies are getting so good. Because Sony made Into the Spider-Verse, right? And Into the Spider-Verse is also a masterpiece. Is there enough light? Can you guys see what I'm working on? It's kind of dark on my screen.
I can.
Eh?
I know.
But I was going to say Into the Spider-Verse is also kind of a masterpiece. It's very, very good. And I like me some Spider-Mans. I like Spider-Man 2. I really liked Spider-Man Homecoming. But holy moly, was Into the Spider-Verse great. I think Spider-Man is just a good character. You know, not everyone is a Batman person or a Superman person. But I feel like everyone can get behind Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider's a Spider-Man. I used to know it. I watched those when I was a kid because we had the copies of the old Spider-Man TV show when it was like Spider-Man in color. Can you believe it, people?
Whoa.
Happy Heretic. Have to say, Spider-Man 2 is my favorite superhero movie. Spider-Man 2 is very good. Ragar. $5 tip. Just wanted to say, keep up the good work. Your Slanesh and Drukari basing tutorial have helped a lot in the learning process. I'm a Slanesh perv.
Yeah, you are.
It was so much fun calling like Slanesh perverts in that video.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it got a big reaction.
It did.
Well, and everyone was like, "Yeah, we are."
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Slanesh know what Slanesh is about.
Yeah, thank you.
Joy Flares, were those official VHS tapes or recasts? They actually were bootlegs. They were bootleg DVDs. Joy Flores. I had to double take. I read that as Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah. Everyone's favorite is Amazing Spider-Man 2. Christian Kudzi. Captain America, Winter Soldier, Spider-Man 2, and Logan are probably my favorites. I think I gotta go Logan, Dark Knight, Iron Man 1.
Iron Man 1.
Those are my top 3 superhero movies.
Love good Iron Man 1.
Mm-hmm. TK Series Prince. I remember owning a black and white TV. I also remember we got the first color TV on the streets. Happy Heretic. My parents bought 2 VCRs so they could make recasts of videotapes rented from the crappy video store down the street.
Perfect.
Dr. Drokel. The best superhero movie is the Fantastic Four movie that Roger Corman made in the 90s that never got released and was only made so the film rights wouldn't revert back to Marvel. I've heard of it. I've never seen it. The legendary Roger Corman Fant 4-stick. Christian Kudzi. I can't argue those either and forgot for some reason about Dark Knight. Dark Knight, well, it's a little old and it almost doesn't feel like a superhero movie. It just kind of feels like a crime movie. Happy Trick. I rewatched Iron Man a few weeks ago and was surprised at how well it held up. Quality movie. Hell yeah, Iron Man is legit.
For a little while there, as a child, I was Iron Man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I was building Iron Man suits and Iron Man Legos and.
I had a light bulb strapped to my chest.
Mm-hmm. Stick your phone down your shirt with the flashlight turned on.
It was before that.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't have a phone yet either. Happy Heretic. When you play Slanesh, Rule 34 finds you. Brett asks, does Conan the Barbarian count as a superhero movie? Good question. I have no idea. I never saw Conan the Barbarian.
But
I'm not a big fan of barbarians. They're not my favorite.
Ah, talked about barbarians yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Was that on the Patreon stream,
I think
or
it was
was that
just
on the?
talking.
It was just talking.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't.
because I was thinking,
Everything's a stream.
because I know
Life is but a stream.
Goob has painted some barbarians. Miniac is into some barbarian minis. I'm like, it's fine. Dark Avenger 3510. I remember all my bootleg Digimon DVDs I got from MonsterCon. Digimon. Digimon was great. But Jay, you are now dead to me. Oh, because I don't like barbarians.
I feel like we're constantly dead to
I
Red S.
know. You don't even know what is best in life. Is it the Schwarzenegger is like to drive your enemies before you and to hear the lamentations of their women? I don't know. Barbarians just never did it for me. They don't jim my jams. They don't flim my flams.
And they're not cute enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
I only like troll-like creatures. And goblins. I like goblins.
Mm-hmm. Bredas. Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentations of the women. I think I heard that when they were making that movie, originally Conan had a lot more lines, but then when the director heard Arnold speak, he started cutting a lot of lines.
That's fine.
I love Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Top 10 governors.
Happy Heretic. Saw Conan when I was a kid, and James Earl Jones scared the shit out of me. Rewatched Conan as an adult, and James Earl Jones still scares the shit out of me. Happy Heretic. Yeah, most of Arnold's early movies, he didn't speak much because he didn't speak much English. You guys ever see the single pilot for Korgoth or Barbaria? No. Are those barbarian things?
Because Jay doesn't like barbarians.
Christian Kitsy. In it, he has a line, I didn't know there would be so much talking. Arnold's command of the English language in the early 80s was not great. Although he's a pretty smart fella. He speaks a whole bunch of different languages. He was governor of a state he couldn't pronounce. Probably would have run for president if he was allowed. Oh, Arnold.
His career was born here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's true. I think he had a career back in wherever he's from. One of those other
Austria.
countries. Yeah.
I think he became famous as a bodybuilder and then became a movie star. And his movie star career took off in America. But then he was Mr. Olympia. I think he was Mr. Universe. Yeah, Arnold's a pretty interesting guy. He maxed out like 3 different career paths. You can't really fault the man. That's very true.
Yeah.
That is very true. Yeah, he's kind of crushing it. If anyone can find audio commentary tracks by Arnold Schwarzenegger, they are 110% worth a listen. This is all he does. This is from the commentary of Terminator 3. He just says what's happening. He's just like, hey, here's where we go to the airport. Oh, and there's a famous quote from the scene in Terminator 3 when the new Terminator, the T, I don't know, 69 or whatever it is, the lady Terminator, she inflates her boobs to so that she can I guess distract the police officer or whatever was going on in that movie. And Arnold says, "This is great because some men like the big boobs and some men like the little boobs." And it's like, Arnold, do you know it's fake, or is that joking, or what's going on?
And then he became governor after that. Really, anyone could do anything as long as they're rich and famous.
Dr. Jokel. Arnold speaks a bunch of different languages, and none of them are English. Happy Heretic. By contrast, Bruce Willis speaks 2 languages, English and bad English. TK Sturdy Prince. When Arnie was the governor, a hotel erected a statue in his name, and he said he would always have a room at the hotel. After he stopped being the governor, he went to the hotel, and they refused to give him to give him a room.
Amazing.
So he slept rough under his statue. Jesus Christ.
Oh my
he's
God.
Arnold. He could just buy a room. He's got the money. Your clothes, give them to me. One fun thing about Arnold, I always thought like his weird accent came from him just being really bad at English, but he's just got weird like a weird voice. Because like I've seen like recordings of him like speaking German, and it's the same. It's like,
I'm pretty sure you're canceled now.
Yeah, everyone does Arnold impressions. Now, I can appear on Mandalorian Season 3. It's fine.
Which you're slated to, right?
Yes. Dark Avenger 3510. Oh, Jay, remember how I brought up the crappy real estate agent I came across when buying the murder houses? Happy Heretic. Nobody move! I lost my Storm Shield varnish. I almost dropped one of these little pieces of my new Malifaux mini on the floor. It's so see not on this one, but see those pointy fingers? On one of these models, you have to glue on a finger.
No.
Yep. You have to glue on a finger, and it's insanity.
Dumb.
Yeah, these are not baby's first models. What? No Ben Shapiro deals coming? I mean, if I could work for Disney or if I could work for Ben Shapiro, Disney. One of those I'd make money. It's Disney.
I see you're all in it for the money.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Actually, we have a Raid Shadow Legend sponsor coming up.
Yes.
I love Raid Shadow Legend. It's my favorite game.
That is all I play. It is so much fun. I've never had more fun in my life. Warhammer sucks compared to Raid Shadow Legend.
Absolutely.
We actually did not play Kill Team today, and instead we played Raid Shadow Legend. It was fun.
Dr. Drogel. My mom is Austrian, and she has said, I've never heard another Austrian that sounds like whatever he is. Mondature. When I bought my Primaris Champion bike, I had him half built, and my cat took off with the handlebars and chewed the keys off. Oh no! I had to get on the floor with a flashlight to find them. It took me an hour. I've totally been there, where I dropped a piece and I'm like, how far could it have gotten? Really?
Mm-hmm.
I dropped it directly beneath me. How far could it really have traveled?
Mm-hmm.
It is infuriating.
Didn't you say that ever since having your table at the height that it's at now, you've had a lot less dropping incidents?
That is true, because I work so far from the table edge, which I had a bad habit of in the past, working right at the table edge or in my lap. But now that my arms are kind of like way out over the table, I don't drop stuff.
So it may be your ergonomics that is the problem.
Christian could see. The word barbarian is derived from the Greek and it didn't mean exactly the same thing as it does today. It referred to anyone who didn't speak Greek.
That's me. I'm a barbarian.
The more you know.
Nick the Barbarian. Photoshop that. Add that to the Discord.
I think we've already done it in the video.
Yeah. Oh, I think we have. I think I was a lady.
Ah.
I was a lady barbarian. If I can be a lady, I will be a lady in the Photoshops. Yeah, those are specifically engineered. We actually hire a team of people that work on them and do such an amazing, realistic job.
Yeah. We actually have the same team that works on all the late night shows, like the John Oliver and the Conan.
Yeah, exactly. And we create really, really, really realistic. Like, I'm sure many of you didn't know that those were Photoshops.
Yeah. We have our teams working around the clock, getting those just perfect.
Sometimes they just so happen to look amazing.
They do.
And the one that looks I think is just the funniest was the guy, the older gentleman surrounded by Legos.
Yeah,
just put your happy face. Just worked out perfectly.
I love the magnifiers, but it's so hard to jump between chat and looking through the magnifiers. Dark Avenger 3510. I wanted to mention that my childhood house was near a home that cooked meth and one that cooked crack. Yeah.
Cooked meth and one that cooked crack. Found that one out after the SWAT team raided it. Oh my god. TK Studio Prince. Happy Valentine's Day. Wonder how many hearts will be broken today. LOL. Dr. Drokel. I thought you guys just had nice biddies.
Is my Vallejo Earth letting me down? It's a little bit opaque. I find some colors, all colors behave a little differently. But Vallejo Earth's one of those colors that dries up. It dries up on the palette a little faster. James Cameron Clark. Oh no, I forgot to get a girlfriend again. That's why you order. That's the only thing you should order from Russia.
Yep.
Don't get recast. Get girlfriends.
Which also so happen to be recasts. There's many different ones. I have a good catalog if you're interested.
Happy Heretic. True story. Wife and I looked at a swingers pad when we were house hunting. Massive 5-bedroom, 3-bath house. Every room had a different theme, and there was even a torture shed in the back. So you bought it immediately?
Yeah. How's the house treating you? Does it work out? Does it work out for you? No room to grow.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Drogle. Jay's heart won't get broken this year. He's pulling in all the tang with those goggles. I wish. I'll have to figure out something, because when I'm painting on a camera, I have to be able to look at the camera feed too. But it's a little. I was getting a little seasick, jumping between the distances.
Thank God you're not out to sea.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, could you wear that? You know how some people get sick, so they put that like patch behind their ear?
Huh.
And that helps them not be sick.
Interesting. I wonder, is seasickness different than like visually
100%,
sick?
Definitely, 100% different.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Drogo, I bet the whole place glowed under UV light. Brett, Jay, don't try to get a Russian bride if you work for a government contractor. The FBI does not appreciate it. An ex-coworker did it, and it did not end well. So you get fired for ordering a Russian bride?
Interesting.
Arc 000. I haven't seen CATO since a few editions ago. Did I see that right, that he has lightning claws now? This is the original CATO. So original CATO had lightning claws in 4th edition. Then his 5th edition model has the classic power sword and plasma pistol, and then his new model has power sword and plasma pistol.
I don't know. I don't want to live in a country that I can't have a Russian bride. Just can't have it. Well, we asked, what was the last stream? What state we should move to? Mm-hmm. What country should we move to?
Yeah. Yeah, I think this one's is going downhill fast. We need an escape.
Yeah. Well, this one, and also our move countries is more likely, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that way they won't find us.
Mm-hmm. Especially with me with my Russian bride.
Mm-hmm.
Zzz.
It was supposed to be a pun that his name was pronounced Cat-O, and he has claws. Ah, that makes sense.
I get it.
CATO, SICARIUS.
Is that a real though? That doesn't sound real.
Christian could see. How about moving to the Barbary Coast? Where's Barbary?
I have no idea.
Sounds nice. That's on the coast.
Love a good coast. Oops.
James Cameron Clark. The UK for those sweet, sweet mini prices. I know! You guys get them for so cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you get them for cheaper than we do in the States.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Drogle. I was asking, not telling about the pun. Well, I hope it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Arc. Oh, so why are you using such an old model? It's just a neat model I picked up on eBay. I thought it was fun, and so I'm painting it. It'll probably never see gameplay.
And our Patreon supporters picked it.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
James Cameron Clark. A moment of silence for the Australians. Oh yeah, they pay some fun prices.
Mm-hmm. Christian could see the Barbary Coast full of barbarians, Jay.
Oh
You wouldn't like
no!
it. All right. So what country?
Mm-hmm.
What country are we moving to? Poland.
Sweet, I'll do it. Isn't that where Zumakito's from?
It's one of those.
One of those. One of those
I'm
not
not
here's.
sure. Yeah.
Turns out he's from Cleveland.
I don't know. I mean, he probably doesn't. I like to think every once in a while he drops in on a stream. I like to think that he'll watch this whole one. Be like, what? I do very much enjoy his videos.
Oh yeah. Zumakito's check.
Check.
You can hide out in one of my family's farms.
Love is a Makit.
Mm-hmm. I would love for this Vallejo Earth to give me a little bit more coverage than it's giving me now. But I guess we all want things that we can have.
I want millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Drokel, if you move to Spain, you get cheaper shipping from Green Stuff World.
That is true. Yeah, whenever I pull the trigger on my skinks, I'm gonna have to put a big old Green Stuff order, because I want to make lush jungle bases for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get the jungle hole punch. I want to get some of their jungle like paper leaves. I want to get it all.
The weed ones.
The weed ones, of course.
Weed plants.
Be sure to like videos so that the YouTube gods know to recommend. Is that what likes do?
It really doesn't help.
Mm-hmm. Happy Heretic. If you move to Spain, you can hang out with Juan Hidalgo. Neat. I don't know. I think I've watched some of his videos. Are they in Spanish but dubbed in English? I watched some videos like that.
Greg Turpin. LOL. After Nick burped, my wife just said, "What the hell was that?"
Happy Heretic. No, honey, it was porn, I swear.
Joey Flores. Craig Turpin. Is your wife Xenubicue? Guaranteed. I don't even have to ask. I wonder what Xenubicue is doing right now.
Mm-hmm. Probably crushing it in Kill Team.
Probably.
Just like I'll be doing next weekend.
Ah.
I'd be laying waste to the orcs.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you said that for the past 2 weeks.
And they were close.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? Not close enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, and I think what also helped me in this game was I knew my own stratagems.
Mm-hmm.
So that, because some of those are pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, the stratagems are fun because they really let you like be like, okay, like there was that one turn where I had to just deal with my horrible shooting because I knew I needed to do the punch first stratagem, otherwise my commander would die 1 second sooner.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Rhaegar. Juan Hidalgo is awesome. He does a lot of heavy contrast paint stuff, and he's really good. Also, he hates blue. That's his thing. Ooh, so he would hate this paint job.
And he hate my works, which I think is mean.
I need some white. I need to start working on my highest highlights.
Mm.
Too bad Dank already left, because these are the high highlights.
Probably went to go get a snack and then went to bed.
Yeah!
Dark Avenger 3510 at EonsOfBattle. So is it yes to Poland, Spain, England, or others?
Yes, all of them.
All of them. We'll spend 6 months in each one.
Mm-hmm.
Especially others.
Yeah.
If you had to choose between Poland, Spain, or England, where would you go?
I mean, they all sound like pretty solid choices.
But I'm making you pick.
Okay, Poland.
I was gonna say Spain. Spain seems fun.
What do they speak in Poland? That's maybe a better
Polish.
choice. Yeah.
I think Spain would be fun.
Mm-hmm. Happy Herdic. I pick Poland. Unlimited sausage. Christian Kitsy. I'm gonna steal a boat and become a pirate.
Yeah.
That has got to be the worst pirate I've ever seen. So it would seem. Da-da-dun, dun, da-da-dun, dun, da-da-dun, dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun, dun, da-da-dun. I think that's my favorite meme template.
That's pretty wonderful.
I saw a really good one the other day. That was it was a picture version, and it was like that has got to be the worst mini I've ever seen, or that's got to be the worst painted mini I've ever seen. And then Jack Sparrow goes, but it is painted.
Yeah, I think I saw that one.
TK City Prince. Amsterdam has a large player base in more ways than one. Craig Turpin, unlimited sausage right here in the chat.
Jeez. Craig Turpin's just swinging recently. Just going for it.
Mm-hmm. James Cameron Clark. You could do a tour of the UK and Europe, visit Midwinter, Squidmar, and Warhammer World. Ooh, I would love to visit Warhammer World. It'd be great to just knock on other YouTubers' doors. They're like, who are you? What's your channel? We don't want any.
Midwinter? Yeah. Midwinter knows.
That's true. Midwinter has watched us. He thinks we're very funny.
Mm-hmm.
For a second, I saw on his channel he's got like the YouTubers under 5,000, and I'm like, wait, hey, why not us? And they're like, oh wait, we have way more. we don't qualify.
What a nice little humble brag.
I know. I'm like, oh, we better be on here. He likes us. No, we're too big. We're competition.
Yeah, we're too big. But he's very nice. I remember when he came back, he commented on a video too.
Christian Kudzi. Also, the Netherlands has an agreement for easy citizenship for American citizens. Actually, ooh, all right, going to the Netherlands.
Yeah, I know there's some countries where you have to learn the language and you have to really know it. Nope, can't do that. Don't have time for that.
Dr. Trokel. Revenge of the Sith would have been a way different movie if Sheev had yelled, "Unlimited sausage!" James Cameron Clark. Midwinter's got twins on the way. Triplets if you count the Forge World Titans. That yeah, that's true. I was watching a stream by Murder Time in the Hobby Basement, and he talked about it. About how Midwinter's expecting. I'm sure he was the first to know.
Yes. And it is Midwinter that is pregnant, right?
Yes.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it's Guy.
Yeah, that's fun.
The Dutch-American Friendship Treaty, it is called.
That's made up. That looks such a made-up name.
It does. Josh Curran. It's a shame that there's nothing else worth visiting in Nottingham, where Warhammer World is based. So be sure to check to visit other cities if you go to the UK.
Interesting.
Midwinter finally got live on YouTube. Oh yeah, he did the live unboxing of his Titan head. Christian Kudzi, definitely not Penny. Games Workshop needs to open a Warhammer theme park like Super Nintendo Land.
Oh my god. How lame would that be?
Mm-hmm.
People, you try to take a picture with the Space Marine. That would be...
Instead of, you know how some of the rides take a picture of you, right before it, you drop? It'd be funny if, at Warhammer World, it takes a picture of you before turn 3 of 40k.
So you, look upset.
Yeah.
Or you look really happy.
Mm-hmm.
It takes pictures of you when you're in the morale phase, the most fun phase.
Mm-hmm.
What would the food and drinks be?
Beer and pretzels, because isn't that what they call Games Workshop games?
That does make sense.
Even though I feel like beer and pretzels is more about the players than the game or the rules.
What do you mean?
Well, because like beer and pretzels implies it's a casual game, but I feel like most Games Workshop games aren't really casual. They're a little competitive. D&D is very casual.
Mm-hmm.
You just hang out.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it depends on the people.
That is true.
I think we get into it a little bit little more maybe, because we're yelling "fuck you" at each other while we're playing.
How did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Some of those should have hit.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Boy, there was one fight phase where you just took out a third of my kill team, just boom boom, and I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh no.
Yeah, and I think with the game that we played today, there was I think it all got determined on one, what it must have been, third round, second round. I think it must have been the third round. It was all kind of based on who got initiative.
Yeah.
That changed the game.
It did.
If you got it first, I probably would have lost. But I got it, so then I won. I'm pretty sure that round changed everything.
Yeah, it did, because we were pretty much neck and neck for a while.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I know that you said that the Goonhammer people said that the missions were lame, and maybe they are compared to some of the other ones. But I don't know.
I mean, I think we need to play them all first.
Yes, I think the ones that we played were fun.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had any complaints. The scout phase is kind of interesting. I kept forgetting about.
Yeah, you never. You never.
You went right up to him too. Yep, completely forgot about him.
Mm-hmm. Man, if that led to a Space Marine dying, holy cow! Yeah, six models does not give you a lot of wiggle room.
No. Is there a way for you to add more Space Marines? Do you take less specialized guys?
Not really. I think what I can do is I can maybe get. No, scouts are even expensive.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty much 6.
Wow.
6 models.
You should try Necron Kill Team.
Mm-hmm. Or my secret kill team.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Or your Death Guard.
Yeah.
Unless that's your secret kill team.
Turns out I was lying the whole time and I just bought them recently.
Yeah. That would be pretty funny.
And the authorities have begun strange deaths and disappearances here at Warhammer Amusement Park. It seems to be mostly happening at the World according to Slanesh.
Agreed.
One thing I would love to see if Games Workshop is listening, if I was James Workshop, it seems like Kill Team is not aimed at beginners. It's aimed at people who already have 40k armies but can't be bothered to play 40k. Because you kind of need the bits and you need the weapons and the arms and all the stuff.
And the bobs.
Like if you had to buy an orc kill team.
Oh.
It's kind of a lot, right? Like you got to buy a box of boys so you can have 3 boys. And you got to buy a box of commandos to have 3 commandos. And then you got to buy a knob box to get the combi Scorcha and the big sword. And you got to get the Gretchen for your leader.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're buying a 500-point Warhammer army to field 100 points.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would do...
That's true.
This is my plan. So I would do like the Warcry boxes.
For everything?
For every faction would have to have at least one, and it gives you like your basics. And it gives you some options. So like the Space Marine one would probably have like, 2 intercessors, a regular Space Marine, and a scout. And like a couple of the options they get. That way, like, you already have a good, solid, like, group that has some options. So, like, maybe you want to go Flamer, or you want to go Plasma. Just that way you don't have to buy whole boxes. I mean, I know they want you to buy whole boxes.
Yes, and I also think they'd have to make those sprues.
Yeah, they would. It'd have to be all new sculpts and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's really the biggest problem.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even willing to update stuff for real 40k.
That's true.
Sometimes.
Christian Kutzy. See, guys, white as a highlight looks glorious. Yeah, the white is really making it pop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those eagles are looking great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like look at how dull, just the browns and yellow. And then, boom. Little spots of white.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently it's even worse with some armies like Eldar. You have to buy like the regular guys, and then you really should buy the Guardians, and then you really should buy some of the Aspect Warriors that are like fine cast, so you can field 1.
Yeah,
it's like that kind of hurts. Yeah, it's not an intro game. It's really more of a veteran game for when you already have all the stuff.
But I think it would be an amazing intro game.
Yeah.
Because I do think it's it's so much easier to convince somebody to be like, yeah, all you need is 20 models or less.
Yeah.
And the games take 2 hours or an hour or hour and a half, and they're fun and it's pretty competitive. We can get a couple games in today, get some beers,
some brewskis. I can't wait till I really know this game so then I can be drinking at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Perfect. And then you could be drunk driving on the way home.
Yeah. Win-win.
Win-win. A win for society and a win for you.
Yeah. That's what I would do. I would do kind of Warcry style kill team boxes. Like the orc one would probably have, 2 Gretchen, 2 boys, a knob, and the parts needed to like turn them into stuff. And like the apparently like there's not a lot. The thing with Imperial Guard kill teams is you want like all plasma, but it's really hard to actually get plasma guard carrying Imperial Guard. So maybe that box can facilitate that. Christian Kizzy. Anyone else a fan of Eldar Wraith armies? I always wanted to start an army of Wraith Guard, Warlords, maybe Ulthwé. Ooh, you know what? That's the only thing I like about the Eldar is their Wraith constructs. So that'd be exactly what I do.
The Wraiths are pretty cool.
Dr. Drokel. And only 20 models. That sounds cheap. Nick, prepare to be disappointed. I mean, it's cheap compared to a couple hundred models.
That is true. Oh yeah, you're gonna be spending money no matter what.
Yeah, you're gonna be dropping.
If you, yeah, you better have a job. You better be working for Warhammer Land so you get that discount. They pay you in Games Workshop products. Good old Warhammer Land.
Zator. The metallic is starting to show. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little
that
little
white
tiny bit
really,
non-metallic.
That white changed everything.
It's like a clickbait YouTube thumbnail. This changes everything.
I can't wait for that video to come out on Wednesday. This changes everything. Yeah, getting a few more games of that kill team in. Super fun.
Yeah. I mean, the orcs took it the last couple, but I'll be winning from now on. Yeah, it was really just a fluke. Happy Heretic. I'm a little bit non-metallic, and I'm a little bit TMM. True metallic metal. Although really good true metallic metal is pretty sweet.
Ooh.
And it's not like the people. It seems like true metallic metal isn't as hard. I mean, it's still hard, but I don't think it's as hard.
That's a hot take. That sounds like a YouTube video. Non-metallic metal is easy.
No,
you guys are
true metallic metal is easy. Non-metallic metal is hard, or not easy. Like really good true metallic metal is hard and really really good. But like, I mean, most people do true metallic metal, which is just you paint on your copper or your silver or your gold. Can't win without embracing your inner barbarian, Jay. Dr. Drokel, it's a Bale world after all. It's a Bale world after all. It's the planet of Sanguinius. Everybody!
Craig chirping. Later, nerds. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I'ma be pain.
Also, you're a nerd.
Yeah!
Yeah. Later, virgins. I remember when Craig Turpin got us all. He destroyed us. I think the reason why I've been winning is because I think like an orc. So I've become one with them. I think
natural.
What would orcs do? And I'd be like, they're gonna charge this turn. They're gonna run. They're just gonna go for it. Because there was a moment, and I think you saw it, maybe second round, where I was like, maybe I pull it all back. Maybe I don't go balls deep. But I didn't do that because that's not what the orcs would do. The orcs would go for it. And you know what? It worked, and it was way more fun. Which is the main thing.
Yeah, orcs they lack in a lot of areas, but if once they're in combat,
they're killing.
You know, even the humble orc boy isn't a slouch.
Christian could see. What would Gaz do? I think that to myself all the time. What would Gaz do?
Well, technically, Gazgul is much more intelligent than the average orc.
That should be a T-shirt. What would Gaz do?
And I think that's not copyright. I think we could get away with it.
Yes, I'm sure Gazgul is not copywritten.
Gazgul Mag Uruk Thraka.
Yeah. I mean, how could you even copyright that name? It's so plain.
Dr. Trokel, I'm going to do some painting tomorrow with white, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
white acrylic paint.
Army painter Matt White.
Matthew White. There's Matthew Medium, Matthew White. So many Matts.
Then there's Matthew Medium, Matthew Semigloss, Matthew Varnish.
Matthew Varnish. All the Matthews.
This beak does not want to behave.
Oh, behave. Happy Heretic. Orcs going balls deep since the War in Heaven.
That's true. They did participate in the War in Heaven. That means that orcs and Eldar are both 65 million years old. Christian could see titanium white.
I think, I think the first round I think I did lose one orc.
You did?
Because my goal is to not lose any in the first round, and obviously prefer the whole game not to lose any. But I've read some articles where it's like, yeah, if you just start dropping them like flies, like round one, you are not gonna win. You can't be out of position round one. Or else you're gonna run into some problems.
AR tips. I'm snowed in and can't buy the intoxicating substance I desire. So here is some money in exchange for my entertainments.
Well, thank you.
I wish I had some intoxicating substance.
It snowed quite a little bit. An annoying amount.
It did. It really did. Dark Avenger 3510. How many points were lost? That's kind of an interesting way of looking at it. Like, how many points was that orc I killed? It was a...
All of them?
No, the one I killed turn 1. I think it was a
Oh,
commando.
if it was a commando, it was like 8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
So, a little less than 10%.
Mm-hmm. But it starts mattering real quick.
Yeah.
Because you kill a few, and then you have a bunch of them flesh wounded. You're gonna have that chance of being broken real soon.
That's true. That is
true. If you get broken, oh my gosh! If you get broken early game, it's all over.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've had that happen.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first times we played and got all the rules wrong. With Ben, it's not fun. You're just sitting there, just upset because you don't get to do anything, even though you may even have boys, like perfectly fine boys, but they're all broken.
Dr. Trickle, Jay, if you have nostrils, I'm sure you have tons of bottles of intoxicating substance within arm's reach right now. That is true. I have a lot of stuff that'll get me really high / dead.
Yeah. So, get sniffing.
Rygar, cheers, boys. I tested negative for COVID today, so even though I have a cold, I'm getting drunk. Let's celebrate.
Woo!
Christian could say, get you some some water, EOB guys.
Eons of water.
Obscuro. I am here now. Period.
Yeah. Haven't had let's see. When was the last time I had some water? I think I haven't had water since I don't know, maybe January sometime.
I had some last Patreon stream. Not the one from yesterday, but the one previously.
Oh, we could tell. Yes. Dark Avenger 3510. These streams have really helped me get over some bad times at the start of the year.
Yeah, I'm glad we can help.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun with these streams.
It's
a little bit less. It's a little bit low, not low effort, but low like difficulty. Like it's easy for us to do these streams compared to our videos.
And we should be painting for at least an hour anyways.
That's true.
Or 3. Happy Heretic. 100% of people who drink water die.
That's very true. Blending is hard. I've heard hushed rumor of the 2-brush blend. I don't think I can. I don't know if I'm ready to try such a forbidden art. It's hard. I mean, like acrylic paint dries almost instantly. It feels like.
Gotta put a little retarder. Power stream, or power surge. These streams, it moved. These streams are great for when you are building / painting stuff. Yeah. Dr. Druckle. These streams have really caused some bad times for me. Then the stream ends and it gets better. Perfect. Yeah, I think for some it's a nice positive time to work on some stuff. And for other people, really specifically Dr. Druckle, it's just the worst. It's just agony.
Mm-hmm.
But you see that notification pop up, and you can't help but to click on it.
Mm-hmm. Dark Avenger 3510. Has anyone ever been hit in the head with a skateboard that was flying through the air? No? Just me?
Have you ever tried a skateboard?
I have. It's hard.
I have also tried a skateboard. I've tried as well as a longboard.
Mm.
It is very hard.
And it seems like you don't get much for your effort.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bike, you're getting like 100% on your investment.
Mm-hmm.
You push the pedal, you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, you know what? You know what looks more fun than anything though? A one wheel.
Ah, yeah. Do you remember at UWM the guy that had a Segway?
Yes.
That guy, straight up legend.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he could pick up any girl.
Absolutely.
With that Segway.
Yeah.
A legit, awesome. And everybody would be staring at him, just rolling through.
Mm-hmm.
Legend. Some say he's rolling to this day.
Yeah, the one wheel looks so cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's a great video by Corridor Digital where one of the guys who's really into one wheel, he gets an off-road tire put on. And so it's round instead of square. And then he goes off-roading with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that just looks super cool. Happy Heretic. I crashed a Segway once at work. Isn't there just like a completely false rumor that the person who invented the Segway died on a Segway?
Yeah.
I wish
Some
it was
say
true.
his Segway is still moving around to this day. Some say he is a Segway. Part of his ashes are put into every Segway ever made.
Some say he's segging his way over here now.
Obscuro. Today I learned EOB are 90s grandparents.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that means.
I mean, one wheel is a very new thing.
Oh.
Segway is not, though.
Is it the way that we're talking about it? Does we sound like we're old? Yeah, I'm what you would call an old soul.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard people say that, like, truthfully to me.
Yes.
And that's insane. I'm actually a 60-year-old woman in a 24-year-old woman's body, and that's why I'm so confused. That's a person that I've met.
I feel like you're not allowing them to live their truth.
Yeah. I accept a lot of stuff, but that's insane.
Again, ableist. Cancel Nick. I'm in the market for a new editor.
Hmm.
Nick needs to go get his own show on the.
Oh my god. Daily Wire?
Daily Wire.
Just call him up. Oh my gosh, Brett S. LOL, my ex-wife used to say that all the time. You made a good decision. Yeah.
Dr. Joe, the millionaire owner of the Segway company has died after falling from cliffs while riding one of his firm's motorized scooters.
Interesting.
But it wasn't a Segway, it was a scooter. Happy Heretic. Generally, in my experience, anyone who calls themselves an old soul is actually one crazy bucket of fried chicken. I think now I'm just gonna Oh, I already mixed. I already have some. I just gotta mix it. I gotta mix some glaze into my paint, and then glaze over everything, and hopefully it'll smooth. It'll smooth it all out.
Obscuro, the founder of, is this true? The founder of North Face froze to death.
It's not true.
That's wild. Jesus Christ.
The owner of Yeti thermoses was attacked by a mysterious monster in the hills.
Mm-hmm. Nah, he died from his beer being too cold. His body couldn't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Avenger 3510. My 8th grade teacher called me that many times because of my knowledge of old cartoons and weird games from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
I would say there's a giant difference between somebody calling you an old soul and you calling yourself.
Oh yeah, there's all the difference in the world.
I think if someone calls you an old soul, that's fine. If you start telling other people that you're an old soul and like you really just like, yeah, I'm an old soul, and you're like you have a wine glass in your hand, yeah, no. That's when it gets that's when it gets a little crazy.
Tim Cook chokes to death on apple.
That'd be wild. Christian could see my sister got bit by a moose once.
Aren't moose like enormous? Like, wouldn't you just get eaten by a moose? I mean, I don't think they eat meat. Although they can. I saw a crazy video where a horse just ate a chicken. Or it ate a chick, not a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
It walked up to the chickens, and it sniffed a chick and then just hump.
Joey Flores. I tell people I'm an old soul, and if they can't handle me at my worst, they don't deserve me at my best. That's hilarious. I also saw, what was it? Was this a while ago? It must have been. Joey Flores said this a while ago. Watching Eons of Battle distracts me from worrying about my YouTube analytics. Which you would understand what Joey Flores is talking about if you were part of the Patreon streams.
Yep.
That was a good one. I gotta call that one out. I really like that one. Everyone's being a little too chatty, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Not to complain.
Yeah.
But some of the gold runs away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ryan Sargent's here.
Woo!
Hello.
All right. You know, I think the glazing really helped this. It smoothed all my edges a little bit. But I think I need to add a little bit more contrast back in.
Joey Flores, I'm gold to Nick.
I wish I had kind of like a... I mean, I guess chocolate brown is a very dark brown. So I guess I really probably shouldn't go darker.
It's very dark brown.
See how that dries.
I get it. It's a Monty Python reference. Yeah. I think I've barely seen I think I've seen clips of every Monty Python everything in the show and all that stuff. But I only really know Spamalot. So if it's not in Spamalot, I don't know.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I've seen the other Life of Brian. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. All I know is Spamalot.
Spamalot's pretty great.
Spamalot's really fun.
Can finally come out and say that he is GAYMCA.
Nailed it. Christian Kutzi, I saw Spamalot in person. So did I. I played first trumpets in Spamalot for our high school.
For Broadway.
Yeah, for Broadway. While I was, I don't even know how old, 16 years old.
Mm-hmm. And to this day, it's still your proudest moment.
It is.
First chair in Spamalot.
I have never moved past that my whole life. I peaked then, and I will never.
Mm-hmm.
I will never succeed in anything else. It's a very fun show.
It is. I like musicals that poke fun at musicals because I don't get I have a hard time like suspending my disbelief for musicals.
Which is crazy because you suspend your disbelief
I know,
for everything.
but it's
even real life.
Even real life, but it's just like I'm like you're singing, you're not sad.
Mm-hmm.
I like some musicals, but
I think I love. I mean, I have a Little Shop of Horrors poster, so I love Little Shop.
Little Shop of Horrors. I watched that movie not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a long ass time ago, actually, but like 3 or 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
good. It's a very fun movie, and I think it's gorgeous.
It is really nice, and I completely forgot that Bill Murray is in the movie playing a creep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a weird, like, dentist pervert.
Mm-hmm.
Just loves getting dental work done.
Mm-hmm. I love that. And like the painted backdrops, too. It is very, very nice.
Dr. Chokel, the best musical ever was Spider-Man Turn Off the Lawsuit. I mean, Dark. Yeah. Right. Rhaegar, all right, boys, I'm off to get drunk and watch horror films. See ya in the warp sometime.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in the horror movie stream. Shudder? Seems like they have some neat stuff.
Mm.
See, I need a different brush. I need this brush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is a wonderful like documentary on YouTube about Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, and just what a train wreck it was.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, like none of the people working on it really quite knew how to do an adventure action comic book movie on Broadway. So like the first, they gave it to somebody who was like, they gave it to I think the Lion King person.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Lion King like worked beautifully because like Lion King's kind of it's a little simpler than Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And so like the original take was like weird and conceptual, and it didn't have a lot of the Spider-Man things in it.
Mm-hmm.
And like Spider-Man was visited by like the image of a spider, like or a woman spider who was like he was in love with or something. And then they were like, no, you can't do that. And then the artsy fartsy director was like, well, then take my name off it. And either somebody got horribly hurt or died.
Mm-hmm.
Although, and then at the end of it, they're like, it seems like now they've gotten the hang of it with stuff like Marvel on Ice. Although that sounds like just ass.
Well, nothing should be on ice.
Like, why do you want to watch someone dressed up as Iron Man 500 feet away from you in a cold ass room?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like, you can watch Iron Man for $7 on your beautiful TV at home, away from all people.
Mm-hmm. I mean, some people do like the experience. Also, it's not for you; it's for kids.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like as a kid,
I think,
I'd be like, "What? I can't see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Too far
I mean,
away."
I think for some people, it's something to go and do, and their kids need to be going and doing something, or else they're just like they go insane.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that as somebody that has no kids.
Yes. Because they all died. Yeah, sometimes you forget to put food in the food bowl, and one thing leads to another.
Mm-hmm. One thing leads to another. Berettas. Alrighty, folks. Have a good night. Nick, J/Nick, you are no longer dead to me. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Good. Glad that we could end on a positive note. My dead children and Berettas liking us again.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Heretic. Accurate. You need your kids to go and do stuff frequently, or they do drive you insane. And I feel like a Marvel on Ice would be a great way to have them watch that. And it is. I mean, it is impressive that you're gonna twinkle around ice and sing and do all that stuff. Not that they'll appreciate it.
No.
I think maybe the ice skating part's for the adults.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're like, I hope they fall.
I did ice skating for a couple weekends when I was little, because I think we had a Groupon. And ice skating is actually pretty fun.
Ice skating is fun. Our driveway used to flood, and I used to ice skate on it.
I was really hoping that story would just end. It's like, ice skating is really fun. My driveway used to flood.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Drogle, Nick forgot to change the water in their tank for the children.
Yeah. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Hard to take care of them. No, they would have like one of those like little gerbil watering things.
Mm-hmm.
Which honestly, I want one of those. I feel like that would really work out. So you're working on editing, and you just can move your face over. Yep.
You just smack that little marble, and the water comes out.
Yep.
Christian could see ice skating is pretty much mandatory here in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
I went on I think I've gone on several dates ice skating.
Mm.
It's always romantic when you fall. When they fall too. It's the most. It's really romantic when they fall and then they make you fall.
Mm-hmm.
That's really where it works.
I just love the imagery of like you fall down and you're like, fuck. You start screaming.
What the fuck? Yeah, like you're just beyond upset.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're just so like kids are laughing at you.
Mm-hmm.
They're skating around you. Happy Heretic. Ice skating in Florida is when you smoke a bunch of meth while roller skating. While rollerblading. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Sargent. I lived in Indiana for almost 16 years. Didn't ice skate until I moved to Florida.
Dark Avenger 3510. How long will the stream last for? We're going to go one more hour. We usually do about 3 hours on Saturdays. It's our long stream. Long stream. Long stream, the stream that is long.
It's longer than a normal stream. That's only an hour. This one's 3 hours. Yeah. What do you think is the worst? I think one of the worst places to go on a date would have to be bowling.
Yeah.
The reason is, you know, you only have 3 seconds to chat with the person before the next person has to go.
Yeah.
Like maybe if you did a double date, that would kind of work.
Yeah, it could work. You get a little downtime in between each ball.
Yeah, you know, you could put you can put the old arm over the shoulder and the little really hard plastic chairs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, perfect.
Boy, do you think people are gonna return to bowling alleys? Just put your foot in a Corona shoe.
Well, they spray those down with
what, water?
No, they put Lysol in them. They spray. They do the theater trick, and then but then I think the problem I don't think is the shoes. I think the problem is the hand holes.
Yeah, that's true. The little fingy hole.
What I think you do is you take like like hand sanitizer and just put it all in there. I think that would really work.
Then you have people dropping an 11-pound ball on their foot. Worst place to take a date is to a morgue and try to talk her into a threesome.
Oh my god.
The court said so.
The worst place is Wisconsin to go on a date.
Wisconsin.
The whole state.
Yep.
I feel like bowling's a bad activity. I would, right when the bowling alley's open, I'll go. I don't care. I feel like, you know what? I feel like if you bowl, you will never get corona because you'll be so immune to anything.
That is true. Yeah, it's a petri dish.
You'll be able to handle it.
Yeah, if you can survive a bowling alley, you can survive anything.
Yeah.
What about Wii Sports Bowling? Oh, Wii Sports Bowling is the bomb.
Oh, you can. I mean, you can do
100-pin bowling.
Oh, 100-pin bowling is great, and really, like, obviously, you're supposed to stand up and do it. You can sit on the couch.
You can.
You can make that happen.
Ah, good old Wii Sports. What a great name for a console. Wii.
Because that's what you say when you're having fun.
Wii.
Yeah.
I love all the videos of people smashing their TV because they chuck the remote.
Yeah. Wii Sports Resort. I remember in 2007 when the Wii was so popular, and I remember on Good Morning America they talked all about how you have to wear your little wrist strap so you don't destroy your TV.
I remember though it was a little bit BS. The Wii worked. The Wii remote worked fine.
My Wii
works. But then for to play a bunch of games, you needed like an additional thing that you stuck on the back. Or you need the nunchuck, but then you need another thing that's stuck on the back of the Wii remote.
Oh yes.
And it's like, what? Why didn't you build that into there the first time?
Yeah. And it's because there's like extra motion sensors.
Yeah.
It could be nothing. It could totally be nothing.
That's
How
true.
do I know?
You crack open that little plastic thing. There's just a cord.
Yeah, the game was it was. I mean, come on, was it that much better?
Yeah.
I think they were trying to prolong the life.
The game though, where you're flying a plane and you hold the Wii remote like a paper airplane, the game was legit.
Mm-hmm.
That game was legit. Boy, the Wii sure is dead, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been gone for a while. It's the Switch.
The Switch looks lame as hell.
You're gonna start some fights. People love the Switch.
It looks like nothing.
I mean, this is a hot take, and this isn't even a Patreon stream.
I know.
Yeah, because it was Wii, then Wii U, then Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
The Switch. Okay, so what? The Switch looks like any console, or like any handheld console.
Mm-hmm.
No. Like, it's neat. You can take off the little things and play some like BS games, like the Wii games.
Mm-hmm. I think you got traumatized. I don't think you got the best experience. Because I think we have friends that like to play dumb games.
Yeah, that's true.
And the big thing is, I'm not a fan of party games very much.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be really, really fun, like a Cards Against Humanity, where you make up your own cards.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or else it's just dumb.
Also, I cannot do Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Personally.
It's barely a game.
Joey Flores, it's perhaps my favorite of the consoles. Yeah, I don't know. I think the concept is neat. I don't think I could. I don't know. I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
I haven't played games in a long time. I don't want to.
Yeah, and I've never played those sorts of games. I've never owned a console or a game machine.
James Cameron Clark, you'd probably like the Jackbox games. That's exactly what we were talking about and
yes!
what we don't like.
Yeah.
I think there was one that was fun, which was the T-shirt one.
Yeah.
All the other ones where you have to know stuff. Or
Yeah,
like we played
forever.
like
the game explains the rules to you. And I'm like, this is a video game. Why doesn't it just do all the rules?
That's true.
It's portable, it can be docked for a big screen, and the limitations encourage gameplay over graphics, which I like. I guess. I mean, isn't everything pretty great now in terms of graphics?
Yeah. I think the big thing is both of us don't really play games.
That's true. Yeah, we don't.
And you would prefer to play a game that's at least 12 to 15 years old.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
That's a little bit more your speed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not. I'm there with you. I love a good Red Alert 2 from 2001.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, probably also from 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the old stuff. I like strategy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's also one of the big things too. We like strategy.
Mm-hmm.
I like a Factorio. I like an FTL.
Ooh, FTL.
Like
faster than light.
I like stuff like that. I could play that on my iPad that I don't have.
Yeah, like Smash, meh. Just those like fast paced. You know what game though I do like is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Yep, that brand new game just came out yesterday.
Did. Joy Flores. What I mean is, while there are those AAA games where the graphics are all the rage for me, I like the big names. A lot of the big names are really no different than games within the last couple of years. Christian Kidsie. I could talk for days about FTL. Have done everything and got the Chivos to prove it. I love FTL so much.
I think all of my FTL game data has been deleted. Which is not like I got that far to begin with. Not as far as you for sure.
I unlocked all the ships.
Yep, I never did. I unlocked a lot of them.
And I beat the game on easy with every ship, and I beat the game once on normal, I think with the Kestrel. FTL.
Faster than light.
Never choose the spiders unless you got a clone bay. Yeah, you gotta choose the spiders of the clone bay. And you know what? I don't know. I mean, I just didn't memorize hard enough. But I would always somehow pick the options where you lose a crew member with the cloning bay. You know what it is though? It's that cloning bay makes me feel invincible, and so I take bigger risks, and then I lose a crew member anyway. Jerry Flores. I don't play many games nowadays. Too busy with living.
Ooh, living it up. Otherwise known as hookers and blow.
Hookers and blow, hookers and blow.
And this is the kind of content that you could get if you sign up for the Patreon. We even added a, this is something I've been thinking about. We actually added a hot takes channel to our page, to our Discord for the people that can join our live streams. What I was thinking is, if we ever watch a video or see anything, we should throw it in the hot takes, and maybe we should all try to watch it. So then we could talk about it, or an article, or something. Because I remember you mentioned a video, and if it was in there, then maybe we could all have, because we're all opinionated.
Yeah.
Beyond opinionated. I think that'd be pretty fun.
Christian Kidzy, song by Ween. More like song by Peen. Ness.
Jerry Flores. Yes, let's. Yeah.
Christian Kidzy. It's the worst, right? And then when they deactivate the cloning bay and set your guns on fire. I haven't played recently, but what I would do when I played like a month ago is I would just play on hard so that I would lose, like in sector 2. If I was lucky, I'd lose in sector 2. And it's pretty ridiculous what happened. Like, because whenever you die, you're like, oh my god. Because like the start of your death happens 3 sectors ago.
Yep.
When it's like, okay, I took 4 damage, or I went down to like 75%, and I don't have good doors. But if I don't get boarded, I'll be able to rack up enough cash to fix my ship and then get myself a decent weapon. But the fact that you're like, oh, I'll just deal with hoping I don't get boarded.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they board your then the boarder immediately beams into your pilot the second before a missile lands, and so you go from like 40% evade to 0, and you get nailed in the shields. And all of a sudden, in this blink of an eye, you've lost 10 more hull points, and you're like, no! How did this happen? This mission isn't even going to be profitable anymore. TK Series Prince. I was offered a job with EV Online. I spent 2 weeks playing as a new player to see how players treated new players. Even now, so many toxic and unfriendly bunch of players. It was like Mos Eisley. You will never find a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Dr. Drokel, wait, I get hookers and blow if I join the Patreon? Do you overnight them to me, or do I have to wait for standard delivery? Yeah, we actually... We put them on a helicopter, and wherever you are, they'll get there. All you have to do is sign up for the Patreon.
Christian could see. Stop borders by opening all the doors and hide in the med bay. That totally works, but I've actually found usually I don't need to do that even that much. Like if you have doors level 2, sometimes it's worth it just to throw... usually if I can get a hold of a mantis early, I put the mantis in like sensors, and then I'll put someone indoors, and then as soon as they send over a boarding party, I actually throw the mantis into the doors so that I have doors level 3. And I think with doors level 3, it takes like 5 seconds for them to break out. And by then, I've usually destroyed the enemy ship, and then I just make the crew kill the mantis or kill the boarders. It's usually my go-to strat.
All I want to do now is play FTL, and I can't do that.
I think I'm gonna paint his cloth with hemp rope.
You know, we should make some FTL minis.
I would love to make an FTL ship of the flagship or the rebel flagship.
Mm-hmm.
It's just such a cool ship.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would want to put all of the guns on magnets. Because you can blow them up.
Mm-hmm.
I love getting to the final boss, and then because it shoots it shoots a stun drone at you, and I always just like no shields, 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 and if it hits the shields, I'm like, all right, I got a 50-50 shot of winning or losing here.
Mm-hmm.
I've had games where it locks my weapons and I still beat it.
Wow.
Usually a boarding you need boarding.
Mm-hmm.
Christian could see. Not bad, just start the mantis in the doors first. I know, but see, having the sensor data is so valuable. Even if you just get a look at their rooms, and you're like, oh, they have an NG, but he's the pilot. So it's going to take him a little while to get to the shields. Like, even just knowing that is so valuable.
Mm-hmm. Grammist. I literally just watched your vid on magnets before coming here.
I have a vid on magnets?
Yeah, your magnet vid.
Oh, neat.
Yep. But you don't remember the magnets?
Is it good?
You don't remember the...
I don't remember the magnets.
Oh my god. The video on magnets. All about magnets. Talk about magnetizing.
Ah.
When to do it, why to do it.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now. Okay.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, we've done a couple of video.
Mm-hmm.
A fair few.
Ah, I love that.
I haven't magnetized something in a long time. Although I haven't really done anything for my 40k armies in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing a little fun random side projects, painting weird stuff, working on kill teams, little Malifauge as of today.
Little foliage.
Little Mal.
So, with the Malifaux stuff that you have, is that just your army? Or do you have enough to play the game?
I don't know. I mean, so this box is an expansion to the Performers, who are part of the Arcanists. Mm-hmm. It's possible that the Arcanist starter box is on its way to my house. It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can neither confirm nor deny. And that is a full army. I think there's 4 models in the expansion box I'm working on now, and then there's 7 models I think in the starter box. And I think I watched some YouTube videos of people playing Malifaux, and it looks like you usually have like 5, 6, or 7 minis aside.
So, yeah, interesting.
Mm-hmm. James Cameron Clark. I like the weapon pre-igniter meme. It's the Enterprise dropping out of warp and immediately phasering the Narada. I don't know if I'm there yet in Star Trek. I don't remember that.
Dr. Trokel. Everybody shut up. He's painting the dick scroll. I've been waiting for this.
All right. Yeah, good old Dick Scroll. I'm doing some Army Painter Hemp.
Good name.
Mm-hmm.
Good name, good paint.
I think it's the very first time I'm using this color.
What do you think it's made out of?
Ooh, you know what? I'm probably gonna be using this tomorrow for painting the mannequins, which is the name of the Malifaux unit.
Did you give him that wood base? Or is it going to be a wood flooring?
I did. I think what I really want to do. Let me show the folks.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got the wood flooring. I followed my own tutorial on how to do the wood flooring. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to airbrush, or I'm going to prime the base white. No. I'm going to prime the base black. And then I'm going to zenithal prime the model. But while I'm zenithal priming the model, I'm going to zenithal the base so that I have like a shadow underneath the figure that's in exactly the right spot.
Ah.
Because these guys are called the performers, and so I kind of want them to be on a stage under a spotlight.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. That is a fun idea. Are there trolls?
There's a gremlins. There's a whole team
cute?
of gremlins. They're pretty awesome.
Okay, let me look.
They're pretty awesome.
I don't get to play Malifaux though.
Mm-hmm. They're
I bought Sigmar.
they're like redneck gremlins with pigs and alligators and shotguns. TK's 3D prints. What model is that from? That is the mannequin from Malifaux, the Arcanists faction. Dr. Joko, you should draw a big cartoony wang and balls hanging down the back of the dick scroll. That's a great idea.
And yeah, if you send us some money, we'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I like their website.
Yeah.
You have to know. You have to know what the symbol is.
Yes, you do.
I don't know what the symbol is. I mean, I can guess pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I guess pretty good. I want to see the models though.
I think you have to go to shop if you want to see the models.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not perfect, their website.
No, it's kind of confusing.
I was annoyed. They actually don't put the instructions in the box. You have to go visit the website. And then I had trouble finding them on the website.
All right. Featured products. But I don't know. I don't see what I want.
I think you have to go like products Malifaux 3rd edition.
Oh my god. And I have to know their name.
Graham Gramus, what is one of y'all favorite wargaming moments? I mean, I think for me, I used to play tons of X-Wing. And there was this one guy I never would ever beat. And I remember every time I ever beat him, I always played the Scum and Villainy, and he played Imperials. What's another good one that I remember?
I mean, I have ones that are kind of around wargaming. Like I like one of our friends was going to be a little late, and so he stopped at Walgreens and bought a hint of lime chips for all of us.
Which made him even way later.
Which made him way later. It was very funny. Okay, so these are pretty cool, but their website's such a nightmare.
I think maybe you're not looking in the right spot, because I think like once you find the page where they're at.
I want to see, okay, what I want to see is what really pisses me off is that they show the models at an angle. Like, they show the box art. I want to see the model. Like, I want to see them. I just want to see the models giant.
Yeah, they don't.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
They don't have that much because they don't have the models painted.
Yeah, but
they only have the renderings.
I want to see the renderings big.
Mm-hmm.
The renderings are so small, and I want to see big.
The models they are very close to the art depictions.
Mm-hmm.
Like whoever they have painting versus digitally designing, like they get it pretty close.
Mm-hmm. When pigs fly, there's a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know? How do you know what to buy?
I think I don't know. I know that the Colette beginner box and the ones I bought, the mannequins have the same name. They're called the Performers, so I figure I'm safe with that. I never read the rules though. I would hope that everything under the same faction is you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go Neverborn or Arcanists or the ones
So do you just need a core box?
I think so.
Wow. So I guess, do you choose which core box you want?
I think so.
But is it just based on what you think is cool, or?
I think I don't really know anything about Malifaux.
I'm just saying it's interesting to, or maybe you buy the book probably, and then you buy the thing. Yeah,
that probably wouldn't be bad. Mm-hmm. Bad idea.
The model's very neat.
I love the idea of it's there's no dice. You play with cards.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty cute, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm on the fence.
Yeah, I think they're also like they appeal. I think to like, ooh, that would be very interesting to paint.
Mm-hmm.
Like a nice challenge.
Mm-hmm. This is what I would do. They have the amphibians. I love them. Those are right up my alley.
Mm-hmm. Christian could see it.
They have like those big dead eyes.
Mm-hmm. They're like $55 each, and the rule book basically is a codex.
Okay.
That's weirdly wholesome and utterly dystopian. I don't know if there's a lot wholesome about some of the Malifaux minis.
Mm-hmm.
It's very different than anything offered by Games Workshop. Dr. Drokol. There's a really cool Malifaux mannequin in Google Images where the person made a wall with a fake mirror in front of the mini and painted a reflection of the mannequin in the mirror. Holy moly. That is amazing. I think
the old chorus line.
Mm-hmm. If I remember my lore of Malifaux, it's like sometime in like the Victorian days, or maybe a bit later, like this rift opened up and it let them into Malifaux, and which is like an alternate. It's kind of like the Upside Down. It's like an alternate reality, and people went through it and started up a little town, and then one day the portal closed and people were kind of trapped, and so kind of it's just people living in an alternate reality of Earth, with horrible things in it like the Neverborn and the Gremlins.
If I could only play as the amphibian stuff, I would do it. But it looks like it says assault, amphibious assault. It doesn't say core, so I'm sure
they're probably an expansion to someone else.
Yeah.
If I bought and painted 2 teams, would you try it out?
I'd play the game. I'd definitely play the
Yeah.
game.
And then maybe, I don't know. Maybe is there an audience online? I've never seen it, but it could exist somehow.
We'll make it exist. I do. I mean, I do think it's cool. Maybe if I really like it, then you know, maybe some chickens or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, the chicken riders are hilarious. Yep. Oh my god. Quinones. Old Dark Eldar models could work in Malifaux. A little bit. Malifaux minis are pretty legit, though. I mean, here, let me show one off again. I mean, little Edward Scissorhands thing kind of going on. It's in like a ballet pose. Spike swords coming out of the feet. Something kind of weird about the faceless mannequin head. Something a little spooky. Something a little weird. It's very horror. That's really it's horror, kinda. I know there's one model that kind of blew up a little bit and became like almost a mascot. Was a little kid and his imaginary friend, and the imaginary friend is like a horrific monster. Christian Kutzy. It's very Silent Hill. It is. It's very Silent Hill, but like in like the 1880s.
Yeah.
And again, just a really fun opportunity to paint stuff. Lucas Lawrence, hello. Here, finally, I can watch this.
Yeah. I feel like I would have to take some time to fall in love with them. I love certain units, but I don't know. I think I'm a little too excited about Age of Sigmar.
Yeah.
And I think those grots or they're just cuter. But if I could play as the amphibian stuff, oh my god, those are even cuter than our little gremlins. Oh my god. If it ain't cute, I can't play it.
I know. I don't know exactly. I wish I knew more about Malifaux, but I know there's a bunch of Malifaux stuff at the used bookstore, but I don't know if any of it is in date.
Like books?
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I assume it's not if it's at a used bookstore.
I mean, if it's cheap, it might be worth just.
Yeah, that's true. Just get a sense.
Just reading. I mean, I'm assuming if it says second edition on it, it's probably not. Because I guess it seems like they're in third. They're really advertising that it's in third edition.
I know one.
Are those the cutest models?
Which ones?
Would you say the gremlins? Are those the cutest models?
Yeah, I think definitely the cutest is the gremlins. I don't know if much else could be described as cute. Ryan Sargent. I've been interested in it for a while, but no one I game with is. Still like the models. Yeah, that's the thing about the war games. You got to go in with someone else, really.
You have to have friends. But really friends that care about it.
Yeah. There's in my guys, I guess the ones that I would play, I suppose the Arcanists. There's a werewolf, and so you get him as both. You get him as the guy, and then you get him as the werewolf too. I think that's fun. There's no werewolves in 40k. I mean, I guess the space wolves, but that doesn't really count. I think also the Neverborn are pretty cool. Yeah, much spooks.
It's pretty weird.
I get it.
Yep.
Like WYRD.
Yep.
Happy Heretic. Well, I'm off for the night. Later.
Good night. Ah, Dr. Jokel. Nick would be the guy playing the Ewok/Porg army with a Baby Yoda general in the Star Wars war game.
Yeah.
And you know that's absolutely true.
Mm-hmm. Christian Kitsy. Get a buddy to split box. It's like $80 each. Is there a Malifaux start collecting box? Joy Flores. I like the amphibious. Would go for the Bayou dudes, which are the gremlins.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I love the amphibian dudes. I think that they're amazing.
I don't even know. Can you send me a link? I don't even remember these guys.
Yes.
I know the Chicken Riders.
God, they're
Love the Chicken Riders. Christian Kizzy. Sorry, I thought someone was talking 40k. Yeah, 40k. Yeah, 40k. You're dropping a hundo at least.
I just sent you a link.
All right. I want to see these
I'll
drop it in the old live stream.
Mm-hmm.
The live stream chat.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're little polywogs.
I mean, if I can play with these guys, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll buy this box right now. But it's not a core.
No.
It's just
the
so I don't know.
Swamp Mother.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 little broodlings.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. That is so awesome.
But this, I mean, looking at this, doesn't this fit me?
Yeah.
Just little,
Mm-hmm.
little monsters. I mean,
And the Spawn
Swamp
Mother
Mother
is pretty sweet too.
is super sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is just
Do our Tyranid basing video to make some egg sacks just laying at her feet.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a couple of the babies just have like clubs.
Yep. I love how dynamic they are.
Yeah.
Bah.
Aquino Nez. I'm a fan of the drunk raccoons myself. Oh my god, are there raccoons? They go with the gremlins.
Okay. Interesting.
Did you see Karn the Betrayer painting tutorial? I don't think so. Which one is Karn the Betrayer? Is that the...
Karen?
Oh, Karen the Betrayer? I'm so confused. What is anything?
We're naked and afraid.
It's all part of the Bayou faction.
Bayou.
It's so hard to paint these cloths because now I have the cloth in like a good state, but like, how do you do script work? Because like, what do the pages of the book look like from like 30, 40, 50 feet away?
Scribbles.
Do they even? Yeah, I mean, do they even? It would almost make more sense just to paint like patches of gray.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we should we should print out a big old dick scroll.
Mm-hmm.
Write on it and then take a look.
Mm-hmm. Christian Kudzi. Micro pen, trust me. I've done the micro pen and it works for sure. But I don't know, with this model, there's not a lot of good room. Wesley Favreau, the non-metallic metal is on point. Thank you.
It is looking.
I tried my best.
Looking sharp.
Karen the Betrayer. I want to see your emperor right now.
I'm just looking at these cute models.
Mm-hmm.
I like a good monster. There's a whiskey golem. That's amazing.
Whiskey golem.
That is a fun looking model. It does have a lot of it. I would say that they definitely have Big Nick energy. So I think if I was to play Malifaux, Bayou. Big Nick energy.
Graham Gramst, one of my friends knows someone who kit bashed corn worshipping sororitas. Ah. Their leader is named Karen. The bayou reminds me of the lab scene in Gremlins 2. Ah, I love Gremlins 2. I know. I think the only sad thing is they can't afford to get their models painted like professionally, like G-Dubs can.
Yeah.
I think maybe yeah. At this point, they have so many models; it'd probably be hard to reach out to everyone who's done a decent job of painting them. And be like, "Can we put it on the thing?"
Mm-hmm. I mean, what you should do is you should just single-handedly buy everything and paint it all for them for free.
Yeah. Oh wait, I don't like that last part.
No, but you'll do it for the experience.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And with that experience, I'll buy everything.
Grammist, allergies kicking my butt. Time to lay down. Nice hanging out, y'all.
Feel better.
Yeah. We'll be thinking about you.
Mm-hmm. Akino Kinone. Zombie Yakuza is my favorite. Ooh, those are fun. Joy Flores. Love to get into Moonstone for the models. Ah, which one is Moonstone? Christian Kudzi. I love the scene in Gremlins 2 when the polite English gremlin just shoots the annoying one while he's doing an interview. Because he's talking about we want what you and your viewers have, civilization. We want to be civilized. Look at this fellow here. And he shoots him in the face. And he's like, was that very civilized? No, clearly not. Fun, but in no sense civilized.
Oh my god, Joey Flores. Yes. This is fantastic. Oh my god.
Sent a link to a game that has some fun, cute models.
Yeah, go look at the Patreon-only Discord.
Start spreading the news.
Click on that link. I mean, that is...
I'm leaving today. I'll make a brand new start of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes. Aww.
I mean, those are amazing.
At first, I'm like, okay, we got like a mage and we got like a mushroom and the Pug Knight.
Pug Knight.
The Pug Knight is so good.
And beautiful models.
Absolutely.
Very, very well painted. This has high Big Nick energy.
It does. I mean, I think the mage is great. Don't get me wrong, but I could take or leave the mage. The other guy kind of looks like he could slot into Gloomspite Gets. But the Pug Knight, I want the Pug Knight. The Pug Knight. It's so funny.
You know what I named the pug?
What?
Yoda. Doesn't quite look like Yoda, but it fit.
Moonstone setting is steep.
It's the same dead eyes, I would say.
It is. Moonstone setting is steeped in story and fantasy inspired by traditional fairy tales and European folklore.
This sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, the Pug Knight.
You nailed it, Joey Flores.
You guys excited for Gremlins 3? Gremlins 3 is not happening. They've been talking about that since Gremlins 2. Is Phoebe Cates and Zach Galligan coming back? I almost said Zach Galifianakis. Slightly different actor. Joey Flores. And they have a starter set. Joey Flores, can I buy just Pug Knight? I bet you can't because he's so great. I bet you got to buy him with some other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Here, let's look.
New hot take. Gremlins 3 is coming out before Avatar 2. You know what? I don't believe Gremlins 3 will ever come out, and I bet it comes out before Avatar 2. Avatar 2. Holy moly. James Cameron, what you doing? What you doing, James?
These are fun models. All these models are very fun. I mean, they got trolls and goblins. I mean, you know me and trolls and goblins. We have a 2-player starter set for 55 British
Schmeckles.
Exactly. Do you have to buy it from the UK, or are there freedom hobby stores that have it? Oh yeah, I mean, and you would get him in the oh wow. And you get it in the you get the Pug Knight in the starter set.
Huh.
Problem is I mean that's the side that I want.
There's so what are the
2-player?
How many models are in the starter set? I want there to be like 6.
8, 9, 10. 10? No, wait.
10?
There's 8.
Okay.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. I don't know how to. It says 8. It says 8, but there's a lot more than 8 in terms of pictures. Wait. No, I'm dumb. It's the same. It's the front and backs of each thing.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got Humies and Goblins.
Humies and Goblins.
But
the Pug Knight comes with the Goblins.
Yes, and is way better than the Humies.
I mean, now I have to see the Humies.
Here. Yes, let me send you the link.
Christian could see. I could get into Gremlins 3 with Guillermo del Toro directing. Something weird. I think I would rather him do something else with Gremlin-like things. I think sometimes you leave it alone. You don't mess with the best. I gotta see these Humies. Moonstone, 55 Brit bucks. All right, we got guy, little kid, a sniper. He's kind of fun, and a fat guy.
You can buy the Pug Knight by himself.
Neat. Pug Knight. Oh, the Beaky Bobby.
Yep.
He's a flasher. The vicious midget. Holy, I mean, what are they even trying to do? The humans don't even compare to the other creatures.
I mean,
Sniper guy's kind of neat.
The Sniper guy is pretty neat. I do like Baron von Fancy Hat, who is just a.
He is very. I wish his hat was fancier. Like
yeah,
it should be like so crazy tall.
It should be giant.
Yeah. I don't like the kid. I don't like the fat guy. You know what though? I wish the sniper looks very, very modern. I wish like his rifle was like a Giselle, like one of those old timey 20 feet long flintlock muskets.
Do they have a starter set without the Humie? No.
I don't know. I mean, I could just buy and paint that Pug Knight and be happy.
You could. The link to that is in the Discord, by the way.
Neat.
Joey Flores sent that to us. Do you know anything about the game? Is the game fun, Joey Flores? Ooh, there's fairies.
Ooh, someone painted Cypher. The sniper's mustache is on point. I love the prices in England are like, that'll be 4 tuppence and 2 minced pies. Love Beaky Bobby. Beaky Bobby is fun.
Mm-hmm. See, but it's I don't know. So it seems like I think this is why I like troll miniatures. They just have more fun making them, so they are just more fun. They just look more fun. They look more dynamic. You get to have more fun with them. But if you make humans, they have to look like people.
Yeah.
And it's hard to make them really, really fun.
And you almost like have to do a good job, because if you paint human faces badly, it looks bad.
Right,
but if you paint
exactly.
troll faces bad, it's like, well, they're trolls.
Right.
That's what they're supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
But humans like, that's not quite where the eyes go.
Right.
And I could totally turn that Pug Knight into Yoda if I could just sculpt a little tiny snout.
You could. If you gave him a snout, that could be Yoda.
Little snoot.
Honestly, you should buy that model.
My dog is a runt, and so he still has a puppy snout, even though he's a dog. He's an adult dog.
He's also very licky and very sneezy.
Yeah. He's a runt. Terrifiers. I have no idea. I found it last year while looking for skirmish games. Don't know much about it. Gameplay wise, just love the models.
Yeah.
Alright, man, I feel like, what did I even do yesterday? I guess I did all the non-metallic metal. I was about to say, like, I've gotten so much work done today. I did the non-metallic metal on the Eagles. I did his dick towel.
All right, maybe some of the humans are going to grow on me. I mean, basically, each one makes fun of a different European country, which is a little fun. That is a little fun. They're having fun with this game.
Mm-hmm.
But Pug Knight.
Pug Knight. Pug Knight. What I got? 5 minutes about. I'm gonna. Is this a heavy blue? No, that's Ultramarines blue, not heavy blue. Once again, you have to get past the ass phase of the model. Yesterday, I'm like, this is gonna be like the first just crappy thing I paint. And now I'm like, you know what? He's not bad. I can put this on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I really have to do? It's just there's no time. I haven't based any model in forever. So I have a ton of finished models that just need to be based so that they can go on Instagram and they can go on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally I have to base the Santa and his elves. Yep. I need to finish base whatever I painted right after that one.
Mm-hmm.
I need to base the I need to finish the base for the Tyrannid I just finished painting.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many models that are nearly done.
Mm-hmm.
Joy Flares. I love the Goblin airship is just an inflated frog. Yeah, there's a lot of cool games out there. I wish people would play them so that they'd get big and Games Workshop wouldn't be the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them take off because of name recognition. Like Star Wars Legion is great because a lot of people who probably wouldn't try a war game were like, yeah, we'll do Star Wars, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do Star Wars.
Yeah.
I've heard of Star Wars before.
I'm guessing most people's first war game isn't the Pug Knight game.
No.
which is fine. But
And that's what it's called, by the way.
the Pug Night game. That's what it might as well be called.
It's called Moonstone.
And Pugstone.
Pugstone. Clip that, send that to Moonstone.
Yeah, Pugstone.
Mm-hmm. Might as well just call it Pugstone.
Mm-hmm. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Each wargaming dollar not spent at Games Workshop cuts them. I think the skirmish games are good because it's less of an investment than full on like 40k or Age of Sigmar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Although there's a lot. I mean, Infinity is popular. Malifaux is popular-ish. War Machine and Hordes is dead, right? So I haven't heard of that game in years.
Mm-hmm.
You both seen the dog D&D minis out there. Oh, like Dungeons and Doggies? I've seen those. They're pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
Aquinones. Worm Hordes died in my area. Nothing is selling at 30% off retail.
Wow.
It's too bad. I heard good things in 2016. I think their IP wasn't quite interesting enough. I heard it was a decent competitive game. Much more so than 40k was at the time, but 40k was much more popular.
Mm-hmm. That old Games Workshop.
Yeah. I remember they even kind of beat Games Workshop to like the uber expensive like flagship models. I know they had $100 HQ or like Lord of War models that were like hybrid plastic and metal.
Mm-hmm.
But like just giant footballs of metal.
Mm-hmm.
Warm Hordes. Is that the abbreviation everyone uses instead of saying War Machine and Hordes? Warm Hordes.
Warm Hordes.
Quinones. Hybrid plastic and metal. Geez, wonder how they died. It was shocking to me looking at them being like, well, this thing, like, because I picked it up and I'm like, oh, whoa. This has got some serious weight to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think though that's the thing that's so hard about the wargaming stores though. Is like, what do people play? What can I stock? It has to move, but people don't buy it in small increments.
Yeah, they kind of go all in.
Yeah. And it's not like clothing or food or like where you cycle it in and out. It kind of just has to sit.
I mean, you hope that they make a new edition.
Yeah. And usually the new stuff doesn't knock out the old stuff, so all of a sudden you have to like make shelf space.
Yeah. I think running a game store would be very difficult.
Yeah. I think, the best case scenario, you can have booze. It's a war game store / bar.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, the bar keeps it alive, but the wargaming keeps it interesting.
You don't. They have like those video game bars. I mean, they don't have any bars right now, but I mean, in Wisconsin, you can do whatever you want. So maybe in Wisconsin, we should open up our wargaming bar.
Mm-hmm. Ryan Sargent. War Machine, Warm Hordes was fun, but died when Age of Sigmar was released. Ooh, interesting. Christian could see. Cato's looking really good. Good. Mate, fun stream. Watch a barbarian movie for Pete's sake. One of these days. One of these days I will. Speaking of one of these days, it's about that time. I'm getting sleepy.
I'm getting sleepy too.
And
I've been sleeping. Yep.
I got a big day ahead of me tomorrow.
Yep. A lot of stuff going on. So we'll be back on Monday for another stream, 9 p.m. Central, and we'll have a video out on Monday. So watch it.
It is I, CATO SICARIUS. Good night.
Good night.